As you know, and as you began, we are celebrating 150 years of the tea industry this year. We began in January with an unveiling of a statue of James Taylor. This was done at the tea board and also at one or two other locations. A nice cement block, very realistic. And from there on, we have so many other functions going on this year. We're having a first day cover of stamps issued. The central bank is issuing 5 million 10 rupee coins, and the coins will have a 150-year logo on it. We then have a charity auction which is scheduled for the 15th of June, where if you look at the table on your left, you'll see the items that are actually being auctioned, which are replicas of various things used in the tea industry. They are made of pure silver. So we hope to have a successful charity auction where the money will go into the charity trust and maybe towards children in particular. The same day we are launching a book on the history of tea, and the book is actually much more than just tea. It talks of coffee, it goes back maybe 2,000 years. Beautifully written by Richard Simon. I think it will be really a great book when it's published. And the photographs are by Dominic Sanzoni, so it's a collector's item. We then move on to the 6th of July, where we're having a global tea party. Now, what does that mean? That means that 53 diplomatic missions associated with our foreign ministry will be hosting a tea party at 5 o'clock in every time zone. So we'll start far east and end far west. So East Timor to Los Angeles, basically. Some of the tea parties will be not in the missions themselves, because some of the missions are too small. It will be in hotels, and we are hoping that through the Hoteliers Association of Sri Lanka, some international chains like the Hilton, the Shangri-La, the Ramada will come on board as well and have tea parties. And of course, individuals are encouraged to have a tea party themselves. Here in Colombo, we'll be having the official tea party at the Golf Face Hotel, and we are hoping that all the hotels in Sri Lanka will have a tea party on that day. Tea estates will have a tea party, and so on. So it will be a grand event. In fact, we thought of making it a Guinness Book of Records event, but the cost per location is ridiculous, to say the least. Something like $8,000 they wanted per location to have somebody actually witness it, record it, and so on and so forth. Now, this whole event will be on a digital platform, so people can watch what's happening starting East Timor through the day. You can watch it in Colombo, you can watch it anywhere if you're linked, and we hope to make that link available. So that's on the 6th of July, and then we move into our international convention, which is from the 8th of August to the 11th of August. The venue is probably going to be the Cinnamon Grand. The opening ceremony will be at the BMICH. That's on the 9th. But 10th, 11th sessions will be at the Cinnamon Grand, and we're looking forward to maybe 200 foreign delegates, maybe 300 local. So we've got 19 overseas speakers, someone from Twinings, just to mention one. Twinings is the oldest tea company, 300 years old. So Dilma will be presenting something, because they are a major value-added exporter from Sri Lanka, as so will Akbar. So we have 2 Sri Lankan exporters presenting, and we're covering technology, plantations, marketing, finance. The governor of the central bank will be there, someone from the IMF will be there. We're looking at global forces, climate change, terrorism, and marketing and competing beverages. There'll be a session on beer, alcohol, wines, soft drinks. What is their share of throat compared to tea, and how is tea going to take a bigger share of the share of throat with the limitations of crop? And therefore, getting back to an earlier point I made, you need more tea to take a bigger share of crop of this beverage market. So at the end of the day, tea will be a beverage, hopefully competing with the Cokes and Pepsis. And then from our convention, alongside it, the Food and Agriculture Organization has its intergovernmental group meetings for 2 days. That may be on the 12th and 13th of August. And the International Tea Committee has its producers meeting. That may be on the 8th. So we have a whole heap of meetings between the 8th and the 13th of August in Colombo. And we also hope to have an international type tea festival, like a street festival, where people can sample different teas, tea foods, and there'll be entertainment and all that sort of thing. So that's also in the works. That one is yet in the think tank. Everything else is very much fixed and planned, and we conclude celebrations with a musical recital. We're getting down 2 singers, one from Canada, one from Australia, for the gala dinner, which is on the 10th, and they will maybe sing for 20 minutes at the gala dinner, and at the recital maybe for an hour and a half or so. So that gives you an idea of what we're trying to do to celebrate 150 years of the tea industry.